Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to the Jena Campaign. I am your host as always. Let us see what has happened. Has any more French shown up beyond these annoying pests? Yeah, I'm gonna lose the two guns there. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, two battalions are gonna hit them and overrun the gun. Nothing I can do there. Over here, what else is he up to? That's the question, isn't it? Let's speed it up a little bit. Here comes more dragoons. Oof. Okay, they charged. Yeah. Squadron of the 2nd Hussars and two squadrons of the 5th Chasseurs are charging me there. Hmm. Well then, looks like we're going to have to. Another Dragoon division has arrived. Lovely. Here comes this. Yeah, overruns them. Alright. 3 units rout. They're all skirmishers, naturally. 6 units rallied. 1 unit recovers fatigue. 10 units undisorder. So, what routed? Skirmishers and skirmishers. No real surprise. These boys are literally going to be lost now. There's nothing I can do about that. Hmm. Get these boys shifted. Do. Alrighty. They rout. Alrighty, let's go and recombine that battalion back together. Hmm. Limber up these guns and get them moved. The Prince Clemens Dragoons will set up there. And then these boys will... What do I want to do? Do I charge it? Countercharge? That's the question now, isn't it? I do have an opportunity here, actually, if I countercharged into them. But the problem with that is, again, the fact that he's got the Dragoon Division right behind. The Prince Albrecht Dragoons. What's the... Well, pretty bad, but not quite catastrophic yet. Tuck the cuirassiers behind there. And then tuck the carabineers behind there. For two reasons. He can't see what's down there at the moment, so I'm hoping to bluff him into not wanting to throw himself forward. They will go that way to look to set up a secondary rear guard. They will continue that way. Alrighty. Let's turn you into skirmishers and just go into the trees. That's your one and only goal. Here. One and only goal is to get yourself safely out of the way. The gun will go there. Bring the Jaegers back, bring them back. Just trying to get them, my folks, out of the way, essentially. Now, Zwillineth will stay there. The Jaegers will come back. They are going to continue back, actually, now that I think about it. Schönenberg. Ow. Let's go there. Come about. You will hit them. Trying to pull out, but it's not exactly easy at the moment because of all these French light infantry. Alright, Hohenlohe, get your butt moving. I did see him committing another Dragoon division somewhere, but the question is where. Hopefully the threat of my cavalry will be enough to just say, bugger off. And then we bring the guns up and unlimber. And then, where are they? The Steinwehr horse artillery. Blast them in the face. At canister range, so that should do a nice chunky bit of damage. Alrighty, let's have a look-see at the cavalry. Do I want to engage in a cavalry scrum? Do it now while I can. He can't see them, so Truchler and these chunks of the Saxons could charge quite freely. Bring this bit of the half squadron back towards the Zala. You can come this way. Break them out onto two different roads. And then the wagon. I'll have the Hussar, the 1st Hussar Regiment, basically start to spread out to watch the various roads. I'll detach them from the light troops of the right wing. Now, the real question is, what do we want to do with Gerkel and Hohenlohe here? I'm still hopeful that this little move towards the side might distract the French enough. The Zarastros. And then we bring up these lot as an added little bit of distraction. Muffling. And then these troops who belong to Tauentzien, the left flank, will continue up this road to get onto this road, to get onto this road, I think. Just head somewhere where they're perhaps useful. Because they're not exactly useful at the moment because they got thrown out position. Okay, you don't have effective command of them, unfortunately, but and they cannot turn the guns. So what are we now? 3,000, near enough? Which, considering the historical losses at Thalfeld, not bad. Considering that, again, there hasn't been a Battle of Saalfeld in this case. I'll come back to this situation here about what to do. But now we will go and get the various bridge engineers towards the river. The king will continue towards the river as well. The advanced guards light infantry, followed by Wartensleben and the Duke of Brunswick. The Prince of Orange will come along. Will continue to move along towards Weimar. And then the Duke of Württemberg, the Württemberg Hussars under Rosendorf will continue south. They belong to Blücher, who will also continue south with his specific regiment of hussars as well, followed by the various horse guns and the Erwin Dragoons. Now, where is he? There he is. Schmettau. Schmettau will continue this way. Scharnhorst will continue to lead that chunk of the line. And then we bring up Ruchel and his wing, his chunk of the army, as it continues out of Erfurt towards Weimar. Now, again, what to do with Kalkoith? That's the question, isn't it? Ooh, this might be a nice spot for a little... Between the fields, broken up. While it's incredibly flat, the battlefield is also nicely broken up by terrain that can be used. Its one downside is there's no high ground. Still, if we zoom in a little bit, I mean, some battalions along the hedge, in the village. Not easy to flank from this side because of the stream. Gully here, a gully between the orchard and the hedges there, for cavalry and such. Yeah, this is actually a very nice spot for a little battle. And considering it's not far from, well, the historical battle site, because there's Vierzehnheiligen, Krippendorf, Eiserstedt, Lutzrode, Closwitz, and Cospeda. I might just take the army to take up position there for now. But then I also have to be mindful he does have these exit objectives. I've got to stop him from getting off. So I've got to block his route towards Leipzig and Dresden. Not Dresden, to Halle, rather. To Halle and Leipzig. I've got to basically block his way to Leipzig. still, even though we're 46 turns in, still plenty of time to go yet. Now, back down to here. What do we do? I am partial to charging, and I think I'm going to. Let's activate and charge the 5th, 6th and 7th squadrons of the Saxon Hussars at what in this case turns out to be the 10th Hussars. I'm also charge the 3rd, 4th, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd Hussar squadrons at these lot? That's the question, isn't it? It would prevent them from hitting this lot in the flank. And prevent me from having to form square. It would also help keep this lot honest somewhat. And then Schimmelfennig and his hussars will stay where they are. Alright, I think I won't charge them. What I will do is move up to basically block their path. So we got the 10th Hussars of the 5th Corps under Trellard, and then the 9th Hussars of the 5th Corps under Barbigniege. So now we know for certain that this is the 5th Corps. I pretty much knew it anyway, but I knew it simply because of the fact that it's the corps that fights at Saalfeld. So, in this case, instead of a battle at Saalfeld, we have the Battle of Hochdorf. So, plenty of things still yet to happen. We'll move them up, and then Treitzler can head up as well to basically help the cav. So next we will throw absolutely nothing, actually. He still can't see my light battalion that is in Langenfeld holding the village, so we'll let him come forward. If he wants to push into the village, by all means, he's gonna suffer to do so. Especially with the cavalry sitting there ready to go. They can reach me. That's the key thing here, so I'm actually going to throw the skirmishers an extra hex forward. We're still out of range for now, but it will potentially delay them one turn before they can hit my infantry there, which will somewhat allow me to swing, which will allow me to basically swing my reserves more centre. And then Saxons are perfectly fine for now. Or the rest of the line, rather. Spread out and get more firepower to bear? That's the question, isn't it? We shall see. For now, though, the battalions will stay like that. And Townsend is gonna just stay where he is still. Let's get them moved. They can stay there. And then you will head this way. Take a plink at them because we can. So yeah, I think that is that. I am still worried at where all the other cores are. We still know that, well, at least we are facing the first corps here with elements of the reserve cavalry, hence the dragoons. And we know we're facing the 5th Corps over here. So the question is, where is the 3rd Corps, the 4th Corps, the 7th Corps, the Guard, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 6th. Yeah, so where are the other 5 odd corps? Because there's 7, because the 2nd Corps is Marmont, and he's not here. So it's the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th Corps are the 6 he has, plus the reserve cavalry and the guard. So the question is, where are the others? I am worried, and rightfully so, and as has been pointed out, that someone is probably marching up the main highway, up the main road towards Jena, along the Zala River. Because, well, there's nothing there blocking it, because I am blind. Partially because of Prussian organisation. In the fact that, well, I have a lot of heavy cavalry and very good cavalry overall, but I have a distinct lack of light cavalry. And the light cavalry I do have is too concentrated and too there's just not enough of it, and it's far too concentrated in really 2 commands. I mean, what have I got? I've got like 5 regiments of hussars, maybe a couple more. That's not a lot to cover all this ground and watch the various roads. So, for now, let us push on to the melee phase. And we do our little charge. Ugh! That was awful. I would have expected better there, given that they were being charged. But clearly not. Well, that was unfortunate, to say the least. Next, we get them to just barge you out of the way. I'm going to lose a lot of men here just doing this. But they are successfully barged. Resolve. Just barge them out of the way. Still, it's not brilliant, but we can work with it. So, for now, we push on once again. So, I hope you have enjoyed, as always. If you have, remember to hit me up with comments or thumbs up, and I will be back to you with the next turn soon enough. So until then, bye bye for now.